Sure, Tux.
Hey everyone, this is Paul DeWarian with the Awesome Dynamics Show. Last week I accidentally said something else. With me is Robin and Blake. Robin, you want to say hello?
Hello.
And Robin, what do you do with Awesome Dynamic?
Search engine optimization.
All right. And Blake, you want to
Hi.
introduce yourself?
Hello. I am an SEO assistant and Amazon consulting assistant.
All right. And today, for those of you that are joining us, as always, you're able to, in the lower right-hand corner, down here, press on the green button to ask a question. As we come to a point to be able to answer those questions, we will answer your specific questions about online marketing, how to rank on Google better, why are you not showing up, why are your competitors showing up, whatever questions you have. Why am I not getting more leads for my website? Things like that are always great questions. And we'll take a look at your situation and share our insights into how you can improve your online presence. But with that being said, we actually have a list of topics that we wanted to run through, very important things that are going to become part of our Awesome Dynamic Academy. That's you can actually go and see awesomedynamicacademy.com, and we are on the brink of launching that product. You'll actually be able to do it yourself SEO. So we have over 100 courses broken down step by step with videos to show you what you can do on your own to improve your online presence, and then you can come to these webinars and learn more, ask questions, come to us with any sort of specific issues that you have to help you get through the program. And this allows you to do the SEO on your own, online marketing on your own, without having to pay someone like us hourly rate to do all the things for you. So you're able to save quite a bit of money, make a huge difference for yourself, which is a really cool thing. So we're excited to put this program together and offer that. Other things that Awesome Dynamic does is, here, we'll pull up the website. I think Robin has our website up on the screen, so I'm going to present her screen. So we do the search engine optimization, so we do that full service. We do responsive web design, Amazon seller consulting, and the Google Maps business view. And that's going to be rebranded to Google Maps Trusted. Google Map or Google Street View Trusted, I guess, is the new name of it. Oh. Anyway, let's jump right into our topics. We have a long list of topics. We want to touch on some of the things that we haven't done in many of our other webinars, which is really cool. And one of the first things is, as you're going all over the internet. Oh, Robin's trying to prompt me to talk about our upcoming events, which I will talk about, Robin. Thank you. On the screen here, Robin is talking about, she's showing us the free webinars and free review parties that are coming up. Webinars are every Thursday. You can either come to 3 o'clock or 12:30. They alternate every other week. And then we also have our review parties, which are once or twice a week, every single week in the Lake County, Illinois area. And what's really neat about those, if you attend, you actually walk away with several 5-star reviews and learn how to get your customers to leave you 5-star reviews. Lower on down on our webpage, awesomedynamic.com. We also have Get on the Awesome List, so you can sign up for our newsletter here. We send that out weekly, along with reminders of our weekly events, the review parties and the webinars, and any other feature blog posts. Robin and Blake are writing blog posts on our website. Very interesting, very valuable information on how to improve your SEO. And we will send that directly to your inbox, or any other information that you want. Just sign up for the Awesome List here. So with that being said, I actually wanted to move right into the the idea that as you go forth and do anything with SEO, there's always the situation where you have lots of passwords, and this isn't only for SEO. I'm going to share my screen now, present to everyone, and we're going to switch this to my screen. So whenever you're doing anything on computers, I hear a lot of people talk about how there's just too many passwords to remember, And one of the tools that we use to really make that easy to manage all those passwords is a application called LastPass. And you can actually go to lastpass.com. That's LASTPASS.com. And on this, it's a free tool unless you buy the premium version. which allows you to use on multiple mobile devices, but it's free if you use it on the desktop. And essentially, it's a password storage system, and all the passwords that you have are all managed with one master password. So when you're thinking about different passwords, most people use something really simple that they can remember, or if they are required to use a capital letter or a special symbol in numbers, usually it's in the format of the first letter is capital. That's the first letter of a word that's a normal word in the dictionary, followed by some number that has some significance to them. Then it's followed by a symbol at the end, and that's what a lot of people have for their passwords. So as hackers and spammers go throughout the internet, they're trying to hack into your your accounts. They have what is called a brute force way of attacking your login with a computer to constantly try different combinations, and that's one of the combinations that they typically use. So what we typically use is LastPass to generate a secure password. You can see I just used that right now, and this password is very complex. It's 20 characters in length. It actually allows me to avoid ambiguous characters. That just means like a number 1, capital L, small l, 0, and O. So this way it's easier to figure out what's in there. But I also included capital and capital letters, lowercase letters, 0 through 9, and special symbols. But what I typically do is use this password to log into my different online accounts. So whether it's my bank, my Facebook password, anything that I might go into online, I'll use that generated password for that, and then I'll use LastPass to store that. And then my LastPass password is the only password I really need to remember. And for me, it's a sentence with a period, spaces. So it could be something like, puppies are my favorite thing in the world, especially when they play in the sunshine, period. So that could be the sentence that I type out to get into my LastPass account and activate it. And then as I go throughout the internet, LastPass will populate these super complicated passwords, which will really secure everything. So when you do our Awesome Dynamic Academy SEO program, and you see all the different places that you have to create an account and log into, you would say to yourself, wow, I have a lot of different passwords, and if you're out there creating really easy passwords, you're leaving yourself open to being hacked into. So we highly recommend using LastPass to really create secure passwords, and then encourage you to create a master password that's like a sentence with spaces and a period to secure that. So without any further ado, I'd like to see if Robin or Blake had any additional comments on using LastPass while I head over to the features page. Robin?
I would say you can use this in combination with your current methods. For example, if you save it, just written down on a piece of paper, also use LastPass, and so you have a backup. And there are a lot of other programs out there besides LastPass. Those work and you can use any one of those programs. We've just found this one to be the most convenient, and it works seamlessly with Google Chrome.
Absolutely. Blake, what's been your experience?
I really enjoy it. I just recommend you save the LastPass password. That essentially is the key to all of your passwords in a very, very safe spot. Otherwise, memorize it, give it to no one. But I do love it because it makes getting online to my bank and Amazon seamless and time efficient. So I'm a big fan of it.
Absolutely. So this is it's a great tool, and to Blake's point, if you lose your master password for LastPass, there is no resetting it. There is no getting it back. So that's the one that you can never lose or never forget. So make sure it's something that you either remember really well or you write down and keep in a very safe place. So again, LastPass is the tool that we use at our agency for SEO, and we recommend that you use that to make your life more convenient and secure all at the same time. So going back to viewers that are on the webinar here, we're just going through some different topics, and if you have any questions, you can use in the lower right hand corner of your screen the Ask a Question button to ask any specific questions about your online presence. And if you have anything that we can cover, we will, or that you have questions about, we will cover that on the live webinar here. and we're definitely happy to help. So moving on to the next topic we have is creating a Google account. So one thing that, and I think, Robin, I'm going to switch to your screen here.
All right.
Let's see here. So let's see. Robin's present to everyone. Okay. So with all the things that we're doing in SEO, and a lot of it's Google related, you need a Google account to be able to do that. So that can be a Gmail account. A lot of people recognize Google account as Gmail account, but you can also have Google Apps, and Google Apps is like the business version of Google, which gives you access to the business professional grade. So like my email address is paul@awesomedynamic.com. Robin has Robin, Blake has Blake, and these are all still Google accounts. It's just they're through Google systems, so they actually work in a way to give us access to many of the free programs like Google Analytics, Google Webmaster Tools, which are different things that we would use to analyze what's happening on our website, see if there's any Google penalties, manage our Google My Business listing. So you need an account to be able to do those things. And if you don't already have one, it's super simple to set one up. So we're actually going to time Robin here. Robin, you ready to be timed?
Sure.
All right. So it's super simple to do. Go ahead and start, and you could just use John Doe, and you can just say my company 277558889. We're just going to create up a username here. Let's just do a password from LastPass.
Sure.
So we're going to grab a automatically generated password here.
All right.
All right, copy that. Now, one thing that we like to do when we're creating passwords is put them in a safe place. You saw Robin throw that into a notepad first, so this way we have a copy of it and don't lose it. Create that password. We always do January 1st, 1960. You can put in your real birth date if you like. All right. Now, you don't need to put in the mobile phone, because if you do, they're going to try and do a phone call verification. You don't need a current email address. If you do, they might try and verify the account through an email.
And you can always add it in later.
Yeah, exactly. Good point, Robin. I'm glad you brought that up. And then all you really need to do is put in the CAPTCHA, which is 214 in this case. Agree to the terms and conditions, and so long as your username is available, which hopefully my random username is.
And see my LastPass pops up here, so I'll just say not now.
All right.
But I'll go to the next step. Passwords didn't match.
All right, and that might be because the LastPass popped something in there. So agree. Next step. Oh no, we gotta turn off LastPass there, Robin. Give that a shot. All right, log out. All right, now pop that in again. That should take no problem. All right.
Okay, so it says you're almost done. We need to verify your account before you can start using it.
Now we haven't had that happen before, have we?
No.
Okay, so let's try and do it in an incognito window instead. See if that works.
What, the whole thing?
Yeah, we'll start over again.
You just press continue. Oh.
That's going to want you to do a call. So
Okay.
let's just try the incognito window, see if we can get this to take without having to do a phone number. So starting over again, we're going to go to the place to be able to create a Google account. Let's start over again with what we said here. So creating a Google account is super easy. As I'm talking here, Robin's going to fill one out. And essentially, you just put your first name, last name. You put in your your username, and Robin's gonna copy and paste a password here. And we typically just fill out January 1st, 1960. And we're trying to show off how easy and fast this is. Robin's doing this in real time. Can you read what that says, Robin?
Yeah.
55. We're gonna agree to the terms and conditions. And it still wants us to verify the phone number. So I suppose we'll do the phone number verification. Is that all right with you, Robin?
Sure.
So go ahead and, do you want to pop in my phone number?
Oh, I already did it.
Oh, you already did yours? Okay.
I have to get my phone. Hang on.
All right. All right. And you'll notice that we didn't fill out the phone number many times to allow us to be able to do this without a. All right. Did it send you the code, Robin?
Yes.
Good. All right. Continue. All right. Welcome, Joe. And now we got a Google account. So now you can use this Google account for so many different things. It's so easy to just set one up really quick. If you don't already have one, a lot of folks say, oh, I don't have a Gmail account. I have to go through that whole setup. The whole setup literally takes less than just a couple minutes.
Yeah, and if
So,
you have an Android account, you already have one.
right.
If you have an
That's
Android phone.
right. So any of you out there that have a Android phone, you cannot use it without a Gmail account. So you set one up when you set up your phone. So if you didn't know that, then you can use that. So to recap, setting up a Google account is super easy if you don't already have one, and if you do already have one, you can set that up as well. All right. So then let's move on to the next topic here. We have SEO basics. So what exactly is SEO, and how does it pertain to getting your business ranked online? Well, it's all about doing something that the other people aren't doing. So if we just go to, let's say, a set of search results, Robin, you want to pull up just a search result for, I don't know, plumber. Okay, and Robin's located in the Highland Park area. She's had herself set to Chicago, but she's going to set herself back to Highland Park. And when we see a set of search results here, you see at the very top we have the ads here. Those are paid ads, so people are paying Google for those spots, and they had a little yellow ad thing on the left. And then these on the right are also ads coming down the right side. So that is the pay-per-click form of SEO. So if you want to get into doing pay-per-click, they call it Google AdWords, or they have also Google AdWords Express. You can pay Google per click to have an ad in here, and the more you bid for a particular keyword, so these people that are showing up are paying a certain amount of dollars per click on these different ads. The more you pay for that click, the higher up you will go in those pay-per-click areas. So what's interesting with that is once you set your daily budget for the day, so let's say you only want to spend $5 and you only want to spend $1 per click. If $1 gets you up to the top, once you go through that $5 budget or $4 budget, once it's clicked 4 times, and your ad comes down, and then everybody else moves up 1 slot. So essentially, that's how the ads work. The only problem with using Google AdWords is that once you stop paying, or once your budget runs out, then your ad comes down. So the type of SEO we like to focus on is the local SEO, or organic SEO. As you scroll down on the page here, Robin, we will see that there's this local pack. So you want to tell us a little bit about that local pack, Robin?
Sure. So these are all items or plumbers that pop up within the town, and it's usually organized by closest to city center and also other factors, for example, reviews. So you can see that Mahoney Plumbing Inc. right here, they have the most reviews, 10 reviews. That's a huge ranking factor for popping up closer to the top. And you can click on the next page for more plumbers, but really you want to get in this local pack. So, and with the stars, it also creates a lot of trust with the brand. So you can actually get phone calls directly from here. Sometimes, like if they filled out their Google Plus, you could have a phone number right here that you could click, and you never actually have to go to their website to contact them.
All right. And
so,
then, go ahead, Robin. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, you have the least amount of clicks are here in the ads. You're going to get the most amount of clicks right here in the local results, and these are called the organic results right here.
Right, and I believe that split is 70-30. So 70% is in that middle area, and 30% of the people click on those ads. And it's because people don't, they know that those ads that are on the right are being paid for. So a lot of people have what is called ad blindness, and they purposefully don't click on those. In fact, I'm one of those people. I don't click on the ads. I'll specifically look in the middle of the organic or local area to click on what I want. And what's interesting is if you're able to come up in a general search term like plumber, and you're a plumber, and you show up real real close to the top, like that Mahoney Plumbing, they're likely to have a 42% click-through ratio on that result. So, and then Ravinia Plumbing, because their reviews are a little bit less, they're not going to have higher than the one above them, but that's close to 12%, and the one under that's 8%, and then it kind of goes down from there. So that's the local results, and then underneath is the organic results. And if you're not located in the town that you're searching, and you want to show up in a town that you're searching in, that someone else might be searching in, that's where you can really leverage things like landing pages to show up in towns outside of where you're located. So you can see that Pasquesi Plumbing, which is the fourth result here, is showing up with their Yelp listing. So that's because their Yelp listing is getting some sort of, quote-unquote SEO juice to show up for this particular search term. We have another Yelp listing for Ravinia, so you can see they have two listings here. They have the one in the local pack up there and one underneath. And then you see Ravinia showing up again, Pasquesi showing up again. So you can see that both Pasquesi and Ravinia, in my eyes, is doing something with their SEO to show up. So, and those some things can be, like Robin mentioned, the reviews, it could be citations, but those are all things that we talk about not only in our webinars, but also in our Awesome Dynamic Academy program. So this is generally, for SEO basics, generally you want to show up in the local and or organic results. And if you want to do the pay-per-click, you can. It's a quick win, but you'll never stop paying. So that's one of the disadvantages from it. When you do things to show, do the white hat SEO to show up in the organic or local results, there is some longevity to it. Robin, did you have any additional comments on that?
Yeah, so SEO encompasses all of search engine optimization. So Google and Yahoo, Bing, and it also includes some of the social media as well. The reason why we focus on Google is because it does have over 80% of the search engine traffic. So we keep up to date on all of the trends and all of the algorithm updates that Google does. They actually update their algorithm twice a day, but they do major updates, just a few times a year, and they do alert all their customers. By using your Gmail account, you'll get alerts, or your Webmaster Tools or Google Analytics, you'll get alerts when there are updates or if there's things wrong with your site. So it's not a big surprise, it's just a matter of keeping up.
Right. Now, what are the other two big search engines are, like Bing and Yahoo, and although people do use those, like Robin said, 80% of the United States is using Google to find what they're looking for. So that's why we focus our efforts for maximum impact. If most people are using Google, then we want to make sure we're getting found there first. All right, so I think that pretty much covers SEO basics. Well, the other couple comments I'd like to make is, social media, I guess, falls underneath the guise of SEO. There's the pay-per-click advertising. Robin's pulling up a great graph here. Robin, why don't you talk us through this just to kind of give us a perspective on, what are all the things we can do for SEO and how much each one of those things really matters.
Sure. So this is a pie chart with the basics of SEO, everything you can do to help boost your website on Google. This focuses also on white hat techniques versus black hat. So white hat is all of the good techniques that are really Google friendly, and it's more of like the honest techniques, like making good content on your website and really following the rules. Gray and black hat techniques are more like how to pop up in front of your competitors and take shortcuts and do it the quick way, which can work, and it has been proven to work sometimes, but you also run the risk of getting blacklisted from search engines. So we like to focus on white hat techniques, and you can see that these bigger pieces of the pie are things that are on your website, like your NAP, which is your name, address, and phone number, present on your site and readable to Google. It's having your keywords in your titles, but not overstuffing with a ton of keywords on every page. And also depends on how old your actual domain is for your website. That's also a big ranking factor. Then we have links. Google has started and still continues to rely on backlinks. to and from your website as one of the main ranking factors. They are trying to move away from that and trying to be more content-based. Reviews are a huge part. You need Google reviews and reviews across the internet, including Facebook, Yelp, and tons of social media reviews. Those all help with your ranking. And then we do have social media right here is this really small blue sliver. So when people say that they really want to concentrate on getting Facebook traffic, well, that's only about less than 6% of your entire SEO program. So I would definitely focus on these bigger ones first. We also have the citations, which is any instance of your name, address, and phone number on the website. As you can see on this last example, this is an example of a citation, like the Yelp listing or anything that it could be yellowpages.com, facebook.com, any website that's not your own website that has your name, address, and phone number. You have to make sure it's 100% consistent, which means even a period or comma or a capital out of place would actually hurt your search engine rankings. Okay, and
I was going to
yeah,
say
so
with this, the social media, you know, in terms of being able to rank in a search engine, that's where it's like 6% or less. You know, there are a lot of people that do have a lot of success spending a lot of time on Facebook and other social media outlets. I know a lot of folks that work on their LinkedIn profile and really connect with other people in there, or they're on Twitter searching a geographical area and offering advice and pulling in leads that way. But when you're looking at, well, how do I rank better in Google, your efforts on social media only account for, you know, just under 6% of what's going to make a difference for your ranking moving up to the first page of Google. So that's when we say, you know, Robin said it great. You know, out of your whole SEO program, if you're concerned about ranking, you know, social signals should really account for, you know, 6% of what you're doing, because there's so many other things you could be doing to move up in the search engines. And that's why our awesome Dynamic Academy, with all the different units that we have, help you learn how to do some of these other things to move up in the search engines. So,
yep,
all
and you
right.
can sign up for that right here.
That's right. That's right. So sign up on the excuse me, awesomedynamic.com, the SEO page with the time to change, and sign up today and put in your name and email. And we have a limited number of free spots available. We're going to give away a few spots to pilot the program, and these webinars are part of that program. There's a lot of really great information you're able to go through and do a lot of this online marketing on your own, learning the techniques and how to do them the right way, which is so important. So I'm going to bring it back to the viewers on the webinar. If you have any questions, I see that we have some viewers here. We have a lot of viewers here. I haven't heard any specific questions, but if you do have questions, in the lower right-hand corner, you're able to push the Ask a Question button. I'll be able to see that question when it comes up. I'll click the little yellow star to let you know I've seen it, and when the time is right, we'll address your specific questions about, you know, how do I rank better in Google, what can I do to improve my website to increase leads, etc. So moving on, the next topic that we wanted to talk about is Google Alerts. And Robin actually has a lot more experience in this than I do, but we can look in Google Alerts a couple ways. And the first way is setting up Google Alerts for your business. So Robin, I'm going to let you speak to that and why that's important, what we can do with that information.
Sure. So the formatting of this always changes, so it will look different from time to time. Google is constantly updating all of their apps, which you do have access to with your Google account. And so you can see that my alerts right here. Let's see. Save all alerts. You can just basically set up any alert that you want to know about. So let's say you had a competitor. Let's see. So let's just take, who do you want to take as an example?
Well, let's focus on how we can help our business. So let's say I'm a massage therapist. What kind of Google alert would I set up to learn more about recent trends in massage therapy that I might be able to use to help my business?
Well, I would set up both. So I would set up competitors, and then I would also set up any kind of like new keyword alerts. So if you want to search for like massage therapy and see any new trends or news about it, so all you have to do, you can show you the options. I'd like to change this to I don't like it as once it happens or once a day because that's a little too much. I like to do it at most once a week. So it'll just summarize. So say there's hundreds of news stories, it'll just summarize the most important ones. Then you can have it to be any of these. I like to do automatic. It kind of summarizes every different kind of format and just to the most important ones. And English, any region, I would say I want to know most about United States if that's where I'm located in. Although it is, you can set that to whatever you like for the trends. And then it says only the best results or all the results. I like to narrow this down to only the best so it doesn't take me a long time to get through this email. And deliver it to here. So now I can press create alert.
And how much does this cost?
It's free. I would say,
What?
yeah, almost all of the Google apps are free, or they're at least intro free with options to add on payments.
Right.
So, for example, like Google AdWords.
Right.
You can actually, yeah, I mean, you can access tons of free stuff just with one Google account. So.
Good, good. So with this Google account that you set up, if you set up Google Alerts and let's say you're a massage therapist and you want to get recent news on massage therapy, how can I use that to improve my SEO presence? And the one thing that comes to mind immediately for me is, well, if I get alerts on recent trends in massage therapy or maybe recent reports from a medical journal that says that massage therapy has some breakthrough benefit for some type of disease or ailment, I'm going to want to be one of the first ones to blog about that, because if we're one of the first ones to blog about that on our website, then Google's going to see that that topic trending, and because you got on the wave of popularity for that new news piece before everyone else did, the likelihood that you're going to be able to rank your blog article more prominently is much, much higher.
And I actually got my first Google alert right here. So here's an example of the massage therapy. And so it just has, it's great because it has like these pictures and it gives you the title so you could easily scan through what's important, what's not so important. And you can actually use this for blog writing. You can use it for any ideas for your website, maybe for new content ideas for your website. So there's a lot of different uses for this.
All right. So let's say this massage therapist wants to write more on their website about hot stone therapy, and they're like, "Oh, I've already written whatever I wrote on my website, but I want to get some more ideas."
Mm-hmm.
All you'd have to do is set up a Google alert on hot stone. Was it massage hot stone therapy, and you'd start getting Google alerts based on that. It even shows you several ideas that come up right away. Mm-hmm. Of recent news articles here.
Yeah, and this is going to be the same as the email. This the email makes it just a little bit easier for you to get the alerts. If you just, and there's a limit on them as well. I think you only can sign up for maybe 5 per email, but so I can actually, if I want to just keep searching topics, I can look up anything. So it's like Swedish massage. I can see a couple things from this week. So.
Well, it's medical benefits of massage. So if you wanted to really create some content on your website that had some additional information about this topic specifically, Google will send it to you, and then you're able to take that article that you get, think about it, and write your reflection on your blog. And we'll get into blog writing later, not only in this webinar or our webinar series or on the Awesome Dynamic Academy courses, but being able to find something to write about, ideas, is really important. And this is one really easy way to generate those ideas, and they can be sent right to your inbox, which is really cool.
Yeah, the other thing I like to do is put your own website in there, and put competitors' websites. So you can just take any of these, and then put their website in there, and it's really convenient to see if they have any new things that they're doing or any press releases that come out. You get that news right away. So.
All right. Well, let's specifically look at a competitor. So let's say one of my main competitors is a big chain like Massage Envy, and I want to keep an eye on what they're doing. How would I learn about what's going on with them. I just put in their business name, or do I put their URL, or both?
I'd have to look at it
All right, see what comes up.
because
So
yeah, they keep changing it. So
okay. Well, I wanna do some
I can
examples
look
with
it up
a.
right now.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do an example of how to use Google Alerts to monitor a competitor. So let's say that
Okay.
Massage Envy is one of our competitors.
All right. So there was a place to put in like a URL
Well, they're constantly
last time I
changing
did
things.
this, but yeah. So I mean, if I think they just made it more simple. There's a lot less options as well.
Okay.
So if I did like massage envy, there used to be a place where you could put a URL right here, but since we
Okay.
can't, we can just create the alert on massage envy.
All right.
And okay, so it just went ahead and created it on me, and then I got the alert right here, so it's instant.
Well, that came in
And we
fast.
can see, yeah, we can see Massage Envy Spas are partnering with the Arthritis Foundation. So we can see that they did a press release, they have different articles, someone's retiring, and Massage Envy's hosting, so they get a backlink right there. And then they're hiring, so that pops up from Craigslist. I
Hmm.
can see more results. And it looks like that they're pretty limited, but usually it's if it's very specific like this, like one business, Massage Envy, the
Hmm.
alerts will be pretty limited, so you'll get them each week.
Right.
Or you can also uh, get prompted to have them once a day if you
Right.
want them faster. Hmm.
So being able to monitor your competition, see what they're up to, see what news is going on the web about them, can really give you some insights into what they're doing for their SEO. Maybe keep in touch with some of the different activities they're doing to see how Google's reading that information and how and give you some ideas on how you can do maybe the same thing if it's appropriate.
And it's
So
great to put your business in here as well because you can see if another major news source wrote about you.
right, right. So
Because I
that's
mean, I guess the old way of doing that is like, one of your friends sees you mentioned in a newspaper article and then brings it over to your house, and then you can cut out the article. So this is a faster way to do that.
yes, good analogy. I like that. So that's looking at Google Alerts for your competition, and also running it on your own business as well. So great. All right. So then next up, I'm going to take a little break here. Anybody that has any questions, again, lower right-hand corner, there's an Ask a Question button. All you got to do is click on that button and ask your question, specific things about what you'd like to learn. If you'd like to introduce yourself as well, say, hey, I'm here, and my name is, tell us your name and the company you're with, the domain of your website. We'd love to take a look at your website and see if we can give you any valuable information on how you can improve online. So when I do see that, I'll start that question, let you know that I've seen it, and then we'll move right on to after we're done with whatever topic we're speaking on, we'll take a look at what you send over. All right. So next topic we wanted to cover today is how do you know if you have a Google page? And the Google what they're calling it today is Google My Business. So it used to be branded as Google Places, then it was called Google Plus Local Listing. Now they're calling it Google My Business. So, Robin, how do we check our business here? Where are we at?
Sure, you can go to the website gybo.com. I can put that in the chat notes. And let's
And that
see.
stands for Get Your Business Online.
Mhm.
And this is a Google-run website, and it allows you to check to see if you're on the map. And so you see the upper left-hand corner,
Yeah, and you
Robin's
can.
from Highland Park. Said, let's put
Mhm.
Highland Park on the map, and you're going to click on that green button that says Check My Business.
So let's just check a business in Highland Park. So
You do Norton's.
yeah, we can do Norton's Restaurant, Sheridan Road. That's the one I want. And so it says, nice job, you're on the map. Your business info is incomplete. So we'd have to go back and fill out the Google Plus. And it says, not to worry, getting your info in the map is free and easy. So it does give you the help number right there, which is convenient. and that's actually a new feature.
Okay.
And then it tells you this is actually all new as of a few days ago.
Yeah, because I see some parts of the website aren't coming up exactly right, but they're constantly changing things. But this is a Google-owned property, and it shows you what your listing looks like online. So this is one way we can check to see if your business is on there. What's a couple other ways we can find our business?
We can go to maps.google.com, and we can get that in the chat. You can search for Norton's. And you can see that is the actual listing.
Right.
Looks like maybe that's new and they have a few bugs or something because it's not pulling up any of the correct information from the actual listing.
Right.
So we can see here that it is. So let's go ahead and you can edit this from, well, you can do a review here, but you can edit it from your profile. So you'd have to log into your Google account and then you can go ahead and edit it.
All right, and just since the topic is more specific to how can we check if we have a page, we looked on gybo.com. We looked on Google Maps. Let's say I couldn't find my location using the name of my place. Could I can use my phone number, can't I?
Yeah, definitely. So the phone numbers is probably actually the most accurate because no two businesses in America have the same phone number. So we can go ahead and check that, so and you can see it pops up right there.
Right. So if you type in your business name, you don't show up, and you want to, it's really important to make sure you don't create a duplicate listing. So by using your phone number, that's another technique you can use in maps.google.com or google.com/maps. Just punch in your phone number and see if it comes up, and you can see if maybe your business comes up that way.
And let's say if you have an old business name or an old address, I would also search for those old ones in here just to see if the listing pops up. Then you can go ahead and edit it. As Paul said, don't create a duplicate.
Right. Another place we could look is I think you mentioned that you talked to somebody at Google recently and said don't worry about what you find in Google Plus. Is that right? When you go to plus.google.com, you're able to search.
Oh yes. They're finding. I'm guessing that they're finding a way to. Well, as of July 28th, they got rid of all of the Google Plus pages that didn't have a verified listing. So if your page was unverified, they deleted it.
Right.
However, if I go back in, I can probably see that there's some in here.
Well, I was going to say, Robin, if you go back to that last page up to the search box in plus.google.com, up at the top there, that's the other place that we used to look. And you can still see. So if you put Norton's Restaurant in there.
Let's see, I might have to put Highland Park or put the phone number in.
Okay, so we are able to find a Google listing here, and this looks like
verified without. Yeah. Okay. So this one's a duplicate that's verified without the correct information.
Right. So Robin and I just discovered a duplicate listing that's.
No, it is the right one.
Is it the right one?
It says see inside.
Okay.
Yeah, it just doesn't have a cover photo or a logo.
Okay. So something they need to. But there's the virtual tour we did for them. Nice.
So yeah, you'd have to fill it out 100%, but just to check if you have your listing, those would be the few options. I would say another option would also be to call Google phone support. And you can call, it looks like you can call now directly from GYBO right here.
Right. 844-442-8695. All right, so the ways to find your check to see if you have an existing Google page, just to recap, gybo.com. You want to go back to the home page of that to show that. So you go to gybo.com, and then in the upper right-hand corner you have this green button that says Check My Business. The other place you can go is Google Maps. You can search for your phone number or your business name. And the third option is if you go to plus.google.com, in the top there you can search in the search bar to see if you can find your place that way.
Well, the other option would be to go to Google My Business.
And that's google.com/business, isn't it?
Mhm.
Right.
And then you can press get on Google, and it'll probably redirect to, see if it directs to GYB. Okay, it directs to Google Maps.
Right.
So you can
So
check that way as well.
is any one place better than another? I'd say, check all 4 to see if the same stuff is coming up to make sure you don't have any duplicates. But probably google.com/business or GYBO are the 2
This is
best
the one
ways to.
that Google wants you to use,
Yeah, yeah,
gybo.com.
yeah. And then the reason is because they're going to immediately put you into the screens that allow you to begin managing your business right away. The other ones are just extra techniques we use to see what else is out there. So if you're going to use one, use the gybo.com to look for your business and start there. Okay. Cool. So I guess the next topic we have, and we'll kind of circle back to the viewers, any of you that are on the webinar, please use the button located in the lower right-hand corner of your screen to ask a question. If you post a question on that, we'll answer any specific questions you have about your Google ranking, your website, etc. But if I don't see any questions come up, we're going to move on to our next topic, which is how to decide what type of Google listing is right for you. And where can we see those 3 types of Google listings?
I'll have to Google it.
And the 3 types are: you can set up a brand listing, a storefront listing, or a service area listing. And if you have a storefront or a service area that has a physical location, those are usually the best. Those are the only 2 that you can get the reviews on. So if you're interested in using reviews as a ranking factor, using one of those 2 is going to allow you to get those reviews. The brand listing is more for like an online business that has a national presence. That's where you want to consider that type of listing. So let's see what we can find here.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
Well, you know what? Click on Check My Business.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just put in, I don't know. Let's put in, I'm trying to make something up here. Root Beer Float Company in Madison. No, there probably actually is one there. Okay, so it says your business isn't on the map. Let's get started. And I think this will say none of these match. And actually fill it out. So you know what? We'll circle back to this once we find that screen that presents the 3 different options. 3 types of Google listings. So we'll come back to that.
Okay, I've been looking for it for like 5 minutes.
Okay, well, you keep looking for that, and I'll move on to the next item that we have here.
Okay.
Claiming and verifying your listing. So I'm going to swing back to my screen here. So having your listing claimed and verified is really important to your presence on Google. So I'm going to present to everyone here. Let's see. All right. As I look on Google, I look for plumber again. Just going to search plumber. It'd help if I spelled it right.
Okay, I found it.
You found it? Okay, let's swing back to that. So the 3 types of listings that you can have on Google. And Robin, do you want to pull that up on the screen? Here we go. Choose the business type. So the 3 types you can have are what? We have storefront, service area, and brand. And the storefronts, the examples they give: restaurants, retail store, hotel, etc. Service area, plumber, pizza delivery, taxi service, etc. And brand, which is product, sports team, music band, cause, etc. The first 2, storefront and service area, are the ones that allow you to get reviews on your listing. And even folks that use the service area, once you choose service area, you're not able to really leverage your address as much as you could if you use the storefront type. So later on in our program, or even later on in your SEO quest to improve your rankings, being able to have name, address, and phone number as many different places as possible, matching your Google My Business listing becomes extremely important to rank prominently on Google. So when you're choosing which type, if you're able to choose storefront and have an address, physical address that you can use, that's going to really make your life a lot easier in terms of being able to rank prominently compared to your competitors. So service area, if you don't have a physical location or aren't able to use one, this is where you're able to set the number of miles around a particular radius that you're able to serve. And then brand is more of a national target audience. I'm not interested in ranking a particular location, but I'm more interested in having a brand page to promote or connect to my website. But having one versus none is super important. So even if you have a website out there and you don't have a physical location and you don't have a brand page, that's not good. Because with the brand page, you're able to really show Google, you're able to connect that Google My Business listing for your brand to your website in a way that allows them to rank you better. So if you don't have one at all and it's not connected to your website in the right way, you definitely want to have that. Robin, did you have any additional comments on which business type is best?
I actually chatted a link in the chat window. There's this company that broke it down, really the differences between each one of them, what's the same, what's different, and the different benefits. So if you'd like, you can go over this to see which one is right for your business. It's usually pretty obvious that, I would recommend storefront if you can have any kind of physical location, because you can, that's the one that you can verify. So.
Awesome. All right, so then that's kind of a recap on which type to pick, and if you can pick storefront, that's going to give you a lot more options for ranking. All right, so then moving on to the next topic, claiming and verifying the listing. So talking about listings that are claimed and verified, if you have a listing that's out there somewhere on the internet, and I think, yeah, we were presenting your screen, which is good. So I'm going to come over to my screen here. So claiming and verifying your listing. So we have several listings here, and I'm going to click on more plumbers. And as I click these, we can see these different listings. And the way, wow, there's a big picture of this guy on his listing here. And if I were to look at this person's Google Plus page, how do I do that from here? They're always moving it around on me. Let's see. That's going to pop it up here. Might have to start this segment over once we see where they moved it to this time. Let's see. Go to google.com. Type in financial. Ah, how convenient. All right, directions. Wow, they removed the. I was just in someone's office yesterday or earlier today and showed how you can go and visit the Google Plus page right from the search results. So it looks like that may have been taken down recently. Let's see here. So if you do go into to check to see if your listing is claimed or verified, if you go to plus.google.com and I were to, let's say, take a look at the Trinell Financial Group. Okay, see this little shield here? It says verified local business. And that is, by having a verified local business, that's going to give you a leg up versus your competition that might not have verified local business. So the way you verify is quite simple. One of the ways you can do that is to, when you go through that GYBO process to find your business and claim it, one of the options you get to eventually is sending a postcard or initiating a phone call to verify this business actually exists. So the idea of verifying the business is very important. In fact, just recently I remember they said that any businesses that weren't verified were all taken out of the Google search results. Isn't that right?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah. So if you find your business and you don't see this little shield up there with the little check mark, that means that you're not verified.
And if you have a brand page, though, or a service pages, maybe they can get verified, but brand pages can't.
Right. Let's see. That's a good point. Whoops. Well, that's not a real place here. Let me go back here. I was going to see this Knight investment heading. We're going to see if they're... Let's see here. Okay, so you can see they're verified. That's the one in Libertyville. I have a duplicate here, and you can see this one does not have the little shield next to it. So that's, and you could also see that's not really well filled out either. But not having that little shield with the check mark there is not good. So you want to go through the process of claiming and verifying. So we do have a couple other webinars that we've done this, and what we'll do is maybe take a snippet of where we've done the claiming and verification process and put that into our lesson in Awesome Dynamic Academy that allows us to see exactly what that process looks like from beginning to end. All right, so that's claiming and verifying the listing. Anything else that you want to bring up on that, Robin?
No, I just put this link for additional help with verifying postcard, phone, instant verification, bulk verification, or if you have a trusted agency, you can verify with them.
Right. In fact, that's the gybo.com/verify my business, and that actually forwards to a Google Doc. Because of our partnership with Google with the Let's Put Our Cities on the Map program, you can actually use this form to expedite the verification process. So if you do the verification, click through and say that you're sending the postcard, and it says it's going to be it's going to get to you in 2 to 3 weeks. Well, with this form, you can get it done in 2 or 3 days. And all you got to do is put your first and last name, your business name and city, the Google username, so the Google account you used to set up the account, and what event. You just put Awesome Dynamic webinar. Here you put which organization, Awesome Dynamic Tech Solutions, what email address. You can put mine, paul@awesomedynamic.com, and this will actually get you in touch with our contact Tim at Google, who will help expedite the verification process for you. Cool.
Or you can call Google support as well.
Yes, and you can find that number. I have it on the gybo.com, and was that Check My Business? Where did you find it, Robin? Did they change this while we were talking about it?
No, I searched for a business, and then it wasn't on the map, and then it said if you needed help.
Ah. Oh my God, we did find one. But here's the number, 844-442-8695. So that's the Google support number. The other thing you could do is just type in Google support.
And I may change it to Google My Business Help. But yeah, you can do that one too. Support.google.com is the correct link. That first link.
Oh, this one?
Mm-hmm. Okay, my page shows up like this.
I'm going to flip to Robin's screen here. There we go. And did you just search Google support?
I used the link, but
okay.
Yeah, it's also on this. It's on the link from before, and then it says if you're still having issues. This is from the official support.google.com/business, and then press contact us, and you type in your phone number, and they call you.
Okay. So then I just punched in Google. Okay, so www. No, I'm sorry, just no W. So you just do support.google.com/business, and that'll bring you right to the Google support page, and then you can request or call or shoot them an email there to help you with your local listing. All right. So moving the Google Maps marker is our next topic, and while you're pulling that up, Robin.
Well, actually.
You want to?
Do you want to do a recap of everything?
Ah,
That should be
yes,
on.
I just realized we're at 4 o'clock already. So, yes, we'll do a recap of everything. So, we did cover quite a few topics. Parts of this webinar are actually going to go into our Awesome Dynamic Academy program. Robin, why don't you go ahead and talk about the upcoming Awesome Dynamic Academy program that we have?
Sure. So it's awesomedynamicacademy.com. You can actually sign up there right now. And basically, it's over 100 courses that are customized. It's a lot more of exactly what we're telling you today. So we can tell you step by step exactly how to get your website ranked higher on Google. And it's a ton of tips and things that you can do on your own today. And
Did we lose you, Robin?
no.
Oh, you're just pulling up the pricing. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So you could do $49.99 or $199 per month. And you can sign up today, and we're actually doing a testing program if you want to sign up for that free option.
That's the free trial on the left. And we have over 100 courses. We're going to list all the courses on the website very soon here. And we're really excited about this. I mean, it's really going to help some small business owners that can't afford paying. A lot of folks pay Yelp or they pay Dexnose $300 a month and they don't know what's happening with their money. So this brings you in a lower price point. You're able to do this yourself, or maybe assign one of your employees to go through the program. And there's help videos, there's step-by-step instructions. Like I said, over 100 different lessons that you can go to. And Robin is just showing us here. We have all the webinars that we do posted right here on the website, along with show notes that Blake does. So thank you very much, Blake, for doing those. And I think we'll wrap it up there. I'm going to flip back to the webcam here. Wave goodbye. Back in my black tux. Very comfortable, actually. This tux versus other ones that I've had. So again, this is Paul DeWarian with Awesome Dynamic. Robin.
Bye. Thanks.
All right, Blake. You got your show notes up there.
Sorry. Typing away.
All right.
Thanks for joining, everyone.
All right, cool. Until next week. Talk to you soon.